Hello, this is Elizabeth Griffin, the Black Romance Writer, and welcome back to my channel. I have a medical series called the Scrub Series, and I write romance novels dealing with healthcare professionals. So, I know a little something about medicine. When I was hired by a local hospital for a part-time position in the lab, I had no idea that my relationship with my employer would last for such a long time. I was also very inexperienced at the age of 24. I didn't know anything about medicine. I didn't know anything about lab or laboratory procedures. I worked in the virology serology lab, and I was the clerk. And what I liked about the technologists that worked with me, they would take me into the dark room and they would let me look at different viruses under the microscope. I remember looking at chlamydia and seeing the fluorescent green. And I just enjoyed being there. And as I spent more time in that environment, I learned more. I eventually went to community college and I got an associate's degree in culture, science, and technology. I took a lot of anatomy classes. I took microbiology classes. I have a deep love and respect for all of the laboratories that I have worked with over the years, starting with Central, which is my department, and then branching off to hematology, chemistry, virology, serology, microbiology, pathology, cytology. The reason I'm sharing this information with you is because I want you to understand how truly bothered and concerned I am that the United States Secretary of Health and Human Services, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., has fired 17 vaccine experts from the CDC, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention. Another alarming thing about this entire situation is that during Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s confirmation hearings, he was asked about vaccines and his anti-vaccine policies. He was grilled on them, and he gave the appropriate answers, and he was confirmed. And now we find ourselves here. The American Academy of Pediatrics released a statement issued by Dr. Susan Cressley. The American Academy of Pediatrics is deeply troubled and alarmed by Secretary Kennedy's mass firing of all 17 experts on the Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices. This unprecedented action, against the backdrop of contradictory announcements from the administration in recent days about vaccines, will cause even more confusion and uncertainty for families.